All right, for my good, bad, and ugly, this is my man. This is my man. We've been at this thing for at least me 20 years with you.
Yeah.
You longer. George Wallace, the WTOP.
I'm not older.
But you've been on the beat longer.
Fine. All right.
WTOP Sports. Hey, listen, I didn't know if I was even gonna do a segment because I thought it was gonna be all ugly.
Yeah.
But there is some good, bad, and ugly. So take a shot. What do you think was the good, the bad, and the ugly from your eyes from this win against the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, I think everybody wanted to see Sam Howell, and I'm glad we got to see him because I don't know what the coaches were telling us that he wasn't ready to play. I mean, the kid looked ready to play. I don't know about you, but he handled that. I don't think the situation was too big. Looked good with the ball, knew where to go with the football, ran the ball in. He was bullying guys in this end zone right here. He took guys with him. So I think that's a really big positive, and now they know what they may have in him next year. You know it has to be an option going into the offseason. So I think that was a very much a positive. And the defense without guys, a lot of guys out.
Yes.
I give credit Jack Del Rio. I mean, game plan. And let's be honest, though, Dallas, I don't know what they were.
That might be the bad.
That was really the bad. I can't believe Dak Prescott. Did you want to see that? If you're the Cowboys going into the playoffs, would you have rather rested him and not know what you got going in next week?
I don't know.
If you're Tom Brady watching this, you kind of sit back and say, bring it on, right?
True.
So yeah, that was so. But you got to give them credit. The Cowboys were playing for something. You wouldn't have thought that watching this tonight.
Right. So was there any bad from Washington that you saw?
Joey Sly, just 2 field goals and an extra point.
Ooh.
Count that as bad? That's bad, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yes.
But I mean, for what they were playing for tonight, I give them credit for the performance.
Yeah.
Fans are going to be upset because it's 1 week too late.
That's the ugly.
Right.
I think that would be the overall ugly, that this could have been more meaningful for a lot more than just moral victories and whatever, because at the end of the day, you can be mad at, Dallas didn't play, but they're playing next week. This team is not. Right. And this team could have, because they had two chances to get in and they control their own destiny.
But when you have 2 games, you had, from 4 weeks ago in the 6th spot, you win one of the Giant games, and then the Cleveland games, last week.
Correct.
Against a team that was playing for nothing.
Correct. I mean, this is like my angst the entire year.
Yes.
So I will just put it out there. The offensive coordinator position has got to be looked at
100%.
Majorly. From Carson Wentz in the beginning to that Chicago game with Carson Wentz and most of Taylor Heineke, and now to Sam Howell. The common denominator with all of that is Turner. And I don't there's rumblings, but the rumblings, we could see it in the locker room.
Oh, yeah.
People were just unhappy that why weren't you doing things? I mean, your thoughts on this offensive coordinator, because to be quite honest, it doesn't matter who's back there at quarterback. If the OC is not being able to spread the ball around everybody consistently, Dexter Manley, it's
pretty good.
Then there's going to be problems.
Yeah, there is. And I think you have to kind of cater it around your talent, right? You have to cater your offense around what you've got. And I think that is going to be the biggest evaluation. My concern is if they decide to make a change. If you're an offensive coordinator in this league, you look at this situation. There's no real QB1 in the ownership situation. Are you going to be able to get somebody? Right?
They had somebody, and now he's coaching in Minnesota.
Oh, right. That's right. They've had a couple of those guys.
Right.
But I agree with you. I think that
it's got to be addressed.
If you're looking at coaching staff, yes.
It's got to be addressed. And finally, Sonny Jurgensen. It was great. I mean, and honestly, to be quite honest, the whole thing with Franco Harris, I was just happy that he got to see it. Honestly, let's be true. I was happy 100%. That he got to see it. Whether it was in his box, whether it was by Zoom from wherever he is, I'm just so happy that he got to see it. And it was long overdue.
Way overdue. And you're right. I mean, it's you worry about it because it was announced and it's against Dallas, and you know how Dallas fans, any other fans, take over the stadium.
Yeah.
It's end of the year. We've seen how end of years go around here.
Right.
Playing for nothing. And you worry, okay, yeah, it's Dallas, but it's not the same Washington Dallas that Sonny knew, obviously.
True.
But to your point, it was really good to see. They did a good job. Had his buddy Billy Kilmer up in the box, unveiling the jersey. So way overdue. Yeah. And there's a couple other numbers that probably should be up there, but Sonny's is way overdue.
Yeah. We've been at this for a long time, friend. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me on.
All right.
See you next year?
That's right.
All right,
George Wallace in the Holder Hangout.